His explanation was like, well, she was manipulative and she like blackmailed me after the fact about how she would expose me. And it's like, okay, well, that is true. But like, she's still 16 and you're still 22. Like, you could have just stopped it from the start, you know? You could have just stopped it right from the start. And you let it happen.
We'll do it live!
There's some kind of TF2 drama going on right now that I have to try to understand. It's getting some attention from some channels. So we've got one document, and then we've got a counter document that was just released. So we've got this one, Monkey XD, and his disgusting behavior behind the scenes, and then he posts a response pretty shortly after titled non-cherry picking screenshots. Who is Monkey XD? Who is this guy? This channel? Looks like he hasn't uploaded. Oh, he did upload today, actually. He's still posting. TF2 casual moments you can sleep and study to. The reason why I specifically love TF2.
Mind. They are smooth and eye-pleasing, and they look good from every angle because of their simplistic, flat intent.
The textures of TF2 were fantastic in the sense that they held up frame to frame and at any angle in the game.
So he's a TF2 analysis channel. He got a document dropped on him and they made a response document. All right. We'll start with the initial document. Let's see how many words we're dealing with. Okay, it's not that long. Okay, 15 pages. It's not crazy. All right. Monkey drama. Hey there, I'm Kel, and this is my experience with the Team Fortress 2 content creator called Monkey on YouTube. Monkey's a close friend of Zesty Jesus, is he? I'm not super familiar with the TF2 community. A quick disclaimer. At the time all this occurred, I was 16 and Monkey's 22. As I'm typing this now, I'm now 17. Okay, so the age gap they're alleging is 16 and 21 at the time, but Monkey's now 22 and they're now 17. Okay. I did not have any real interest in relationships with him or anything sexual. All I wanted to do was gather more evidence regarding him and his actions. Please do not go harass anyone under this document. This isn't the real intention with it. Huh. So are they saying they baited him from the beginning? Like they just were trying to bait him to get to do a to catch predator thing? The documents start. As I started to talk more with him, stuff with him and me got a little concerning. Here he comments about the age gap regarding me and Monkey, since 16 is a legal age in Sweden, but I don't think it's how it really works. All right, we got some alleged DMs here. I'm sorry, I'm such a shit person. I'd love to just be with you and hug you daily. Monkey says, you're like the girl of all time, not gonna lie. You always bring me power and the will to do better, and I try my hardest, and I want to just kiss your lips and pick you up. I know you're just 16, but you're legal here in Sweden, and I don't give a oh, bruh. Well, if she's right about the ages, it's kind of over for him, right? If she's right about the ages, it's kind of over. Just learn, understand me. And you're soon 17. Nobody cares if 16 is the legal age for your country. It's still a very concerning and borderline, I feel like, age gap, very disgusting. Here's him just casually calling me stuff while kissing and giving me love. Even if you were drunk, it can still be considered harassment, you know? Monkey says, kisses you deeply. Moi, my little precious girl. You're too precious. What if we were alone? What would you want to do? Movies? Walks? I don't know why I bring this up. I'm sorry. Bro is gooning. Dude, Monkey, you gotta stop gooning, bro. Wait, what did I tell you? What did I say? Oh, I know you're a huge fan of me. It doesn't say start, it says stop, goddammit. More of him acting in such weird ways to a minor, including, my little cutie, you're mine. All right? Here, Monkey says, I feel like absolute shit. You're just so precious to me. My little cutie, you're mine. Unless you meet someone you find attractive or whatever, I'm here to help and talk to you. More of him just being a very nice human individual with no bad intentions at all. Moi, 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 moi. Many hugs. I would squeeze you with my hugs. This person said he doesn't want any minors on his DMs, by the way, so I think he's just stupid from the beginning. You're not a kid at all. A kid is 14 to 15. 15 is the age of consent here, but 16 is the age. 16 is the age that changed everything for me. I began to understand how everything works. Everything changed. Now he's justifying it here, bruh. Bruh moment. Major bruh moment. 18, however, is when I actually got to experience the adult life, but it didn't change me that much. Dude, you gotta stop gooning. You gotta stop gooning, Monkey. What did I say? I want you to know that you're just so amazing. I care about you a lot. I'm glad I can be here for you, even though I'm such a shit person. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for everything. I wish you found someone better than me. You probably could, honestly, but you're so adorable, so innocent. I don't know why you keep talking to me at all. So basically, this is really just explain the document even more. Interesting to say after telling me what your dream was about. Love the merch. It's a great shirt and hat. Love it. Love the content. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you, brother. Glad you enjoy it. I will keep doing it. I will keep not gooning. Teeth were knocked out, broken nose, and I realized what the I've done, so we booked it. It's genuinely effed up. But in the dream, I felt good. Nobody exploits you. You're mine. Love you. Oh. Randomly telling me that they've got an erection in the morning, because why not? It's a very normal thing to say in conversation. Well, it's fine if you're in a relationship and that's the way you talk and the person's of age, but this person is not. According to them, they're 16. So we'll have to see what his response is. I mean, take it with a grain of salt for now, but if these messages are real, I think he's cooked. I've got a morning glory, apparently. Question mark. Never mind. Say it. It's an erection you get in the morning because your body tests if you're okay and shit. Lol. That's all. Oh. More interesting love messages from him. I'd hug you so tight, really tight. I'd never let you go. Can you not heart. Type a lot. More idiot behavior from him, calling me stuff and kissing me on the neck over Discord. I'm really so happy that I have you. I could cry. You're perfect in every way. You know it. You should never change for anyone. Kissing emojis. I love you to death, to the moon and back. Over all this earth, smooch. How do you feel about neck kisses? Makes me feel a bit of pleasure. Neck kisses, heart. You know, you want more than that. Maybe tonight. Him wanting to leave a mark on me and biting my lips and neck. I love you too, baby girl. I'd leave a bit of a mark to tease you. I like getting bitten, so want me to bite your lips or perhaps gently on the neck? Can be as you desire, dad. Oh, you got the lay emoji there. I do both of them. Both is good. More kisses on the lips and love from him. You know the drill. Moi, 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 moi. I gave you lots. One on my lips. Moi on your lips. I genuinely don't even know. You can read it by yourself. Basically sexual stuff. Bruh. We said to stop gooning, monkey. We said to stop gooning, bro. Well, it's about the chokehold. You're into it, right? Well, tell me. Well, just, you know I could be behind you doing that. You'd be pressed up against me. Only if naked, though. Mleh. Of course, like, I mean, the thought was that I know you want me to just rail you, destroy you. Commenting on wanting to cuddle while naked and how something would be dripping if it did happen. I don't know what you would do. I don't know what you would do, but I would be extremely flabbergasted if we were naked in that position. I just want to cuddle me. I just want to cuddle you, man. I can only be in that position if naked. What do you mean? And I know what's going to happen. You'll get excited, and I'm basically I'll control myself. Got a anime girl there. Something would be dripping though. Him teasing me to suck his. All right, I'm not gonna read those. Him saying to want to take care of me like a father, then kissing me on the neck. I love you. I wish I'd take care of you, but things are different. So I'm not really your dad, but I feel like I have some responsibilities, even though I shouldn't, and I cannot let you go. Kisses your neck. Died. It's not a good idea when the boyfriend is trying to take the role of the father. It's not a good idea, brother. Very nice chat he had while being drunk. Still harassment. I'm drunk. Ha ha ha. Vodka. Everything is spinning. Hey. Okay. I love you so much. Like, I'm sorry. I'm such a shit person. I'd love to just be with you. Love you daily. You're the girl of all time. You always bring me power. I know you're just 16, but you're legal and I don't care. He keeps going. I do everything to protect you. You're like what I care about. You give me meaning, I feel. Something to worry about. Like if you were my own little daughter, even though you like clearly want me another way, you want me to destroy you or something. Use all my strength, which I could. I just actually know I can't talk about this. It feels wrong. So wrong. I cannot see you in that way. Jeez. So he's drunk, just talking to her. All right. Next section, the gifts. Between these date frames in April, he also spent some money gifting me TF2 items as gifts, which include pricey items of value in upwards of $70 USD, which is concerning to do, especially to someone that's an underage person, seeing how you act previously. So there they're showing the TF2 gifts. Why would you be spending so much money on me? Is there something you don't want to tell us? Or are you simply simping so hard on me? How do you know it's the real one and not a troll? This is him sending an invitation to his private Discord server where either his friends, Patreons, or on a very limited use link in his new videos. I obviously wasn't a Patreon, nor never got to use the public links. You can also see that it's the real username inside the invitation banner. And also, why would a troll spend so much money on just this situation? I used to collect a collector's sandwich signed by him going to my backpack on backpack.tf in the past. You can check the item and clicking on who signed my profile will redirect to his real Steam profile page. So there's reestablishing it's actually him. The same thing would happen when checking the other gifts he gifted me. Last thoughts. Best you could do with this disgusting person is block them, never engage with them again, never support their content or support them financially. If you're reading this, monkey, aka Johan, I don't care about your threats if I publish this. So she's claiming that he threatened her. Your life is as valuable as a stupid ant to me. I can't believe a person like this inspired me to make my personal war paints for TF2. I'm truly disappointed with you, monkey. Hope you leave the community and get a real job instead of only complaining and crying like a bitch over a 17-year-old game to never come back. Kel. All right. Well, that came out, and then we got this document response from him. He's definitely going through it right now. Let's see the word count on this one. Oh, this is a long one. 3,700 words. All right, guys. I mean, so far to me, if the DMs are real, it seems like it's kind of dead to rights, right? If the DMs are real and the ages are accurate, if he was 21 and she was 16, or even as old as 22 and she was 16, I mean, it seems kind of Jover. It seems kind of Jover for monkey. Kind of a monkey L. This is called primate mode. Okay, we don't want to go in primate mode. We want to be in gorilla mode. Primate mode is dark. All right, here's his document. Beginning. On the 14th of December, 2023, this girl, the name I won't mention because I respect her privacy from the public, she messaged me. I replied and she asked me how I was. I replied briefly about how I felt. I felt drained. She replied she felt okay. Then we quickly made small talk about different topics. She became very caring after a few messages, leaving me to believe she cared about how I felt, and at the time I felt miserable. For those who don't know, I lost my little brother due to suicide around a week after my birthday and then sadly passed away a couple of days later, which had me in a very terrible spot during this time, and still for many months, almost to this day. It was a dark time, okay? He was going through a dark time. Guys, I'm disabled, okay? And after more small talk, I hastily told this person what had been going on, and I addressed that I was not comfortable talking to minors. However, she didn't reply to this message. I went on to talk about stuff that had happened earlier when I opened with the Warpaint server. This is how we met in the first place. She felt sorry and sympathized with me, which at the time was something I found comforting. I didn't go to my friends to talk about this topic about how I felt because I already had. She finally answered the question saying she was 16 years of age. The age of consent in Sweden is 15 years old, but again, I did not think about doing anything malicious with this person at all. Knowing her age, I could consider her somewhat mature to have a convo with from time to time talking about life problems. Side note, she's 17 now. Her birthday was on the 20th of March. Well, the problem is not that you talked about life problems, seemingly. The problem is that you were messaging her sexually, and you shouldn't have been doing that because she's too young. I don't really care if the age of consent in Sweden is 15. I don't care if the age of consent in Thailand is 12. Like, you still shouldn't do that. I later went to bed, relieved that I could talk to someone new about all of this. The drama that happened in the Warpaint server at launch, personal problems, and some online dumb drama problems. I did not think more about this. The next day, I helped her with her Warpaint, and we chit-chat about other stuff. But fast forward to the first red flag when she asked me to give a hug emote. I thought, why not? It was just a dumb emote, and I didn't think much about it either. All right. I'll zoom in here. Monkey says, that's how I see this right now. But as of right now, you're a very sweet little girl. And I feel like, I don't know what the word I'm looking for. Like a dad, you know, I look out for you, keep you comfort whenever you need it, help you, be there for you. She says, I wouldn't mind that. He says, sure, I'd be your extra dad. Lamau, hug you and kiss you goodnight and shit. Well, you say it's a red flag, but like you kept going. You didn't stop it from happening. And you also, after like using this comparison that this isn't like some kind of fantasy thing, right? Like she is 16 years old. You acknowledge that you knew her age. You're then talking about how you're like her dad or older brother or something. Like, this isn't really helping him. That's how I see this right now. But as of right now, you're a very sweet little girl, and I feel like, I don't know what word I'm looking for, like a dad. You know, I look out after you, keep you comfort whenever you need it, help you, be there for you. I wouldn't mind that with Lele from that game. Sure, I'd be your extra dad, Lamau, hug you and kiss you goodnight and shit. My up in this is lack of better words. I said dad. I should have said bigger brother. But due to her dad having been absent, she kept coming back to that. She took this as a kink rather than the right implication for it. I, however, look back at this with shame. So I'm your daughter now? I mean, I wouldn't say that in a sense. I'm still a random MF on the internet, but I care about you. That's all, and I feel bad. To be honest, I kind of wanted to take a shower now, but it's too late. Without me, another instance of her trying to lead a convo elsewhere. Okay, but like whether or not she's trying to lead a convo elsewhere, like it's on your responsibility to not talk to her this way. Like it doesn't really matter. It's like, oh, she led me on. It's like, okay, well, she's a kid, so you just don't talk to her, bro. Like that's, you know, the document I don't think would have even come out, her initial document, if she wasn't 16, but she was. So like you keep saying like, oh, you know, there needs to be more context that's not cherry picked. And it's like, well, the context doesn't make you look better. It just makes you look worse, if anything. To be honest, I kind of wanted to take a shower now, but now it's too late. Without me, another instance of her trying to lead a convo elsewhere. If I could, I would eep naked. That's the comfiest, man, but in your own bed then, and I'll sleep on the couch. Sad. Couches are not really the best bed. Sad. Sure, but I'll keep my clothes on. So I can naked. Yay. Yeah, sure, I guess. I don't get the hype. Just keep the covers on at all times. I got my own cover like normal. Here's another up. It's late, and it was the day before my brother's funeral, and I felt absolute dog shit. She asked me if she could sleep naked with me, and I said, yeah, sure, I guess. It was very late, and I was sleep deprived, which could and could have not affected the situation. However, I fucked up, and I'm ashamed. I then stopped the conversation by saying no. She tried to tease me into saying yes, which I did at first, so she tried to take it a step further. But, like, the thing is, like, if you're 22, your responsibility is to just say no to the 16-year-old. It's like, oh, she kept making, you know, sexual comments. I was in a dark place, and it's like, okay, but that doesn't really matter. Like, you're still the older party. I then stopped the conversation by saying no. She tried to tease me into saying yes, which I did at first, but she tried to take it a step further. What if I don't cover? I just will not look at all. Fair enough. What if I want to cuddle though? What cuddle position? Tell me. That's the thing. No, please, no. Question mark. No, keep your clothes on. New, bleh. I know what you want. Stop the teasing. The thing is, at this point, if this girl's talking this way to you and she's underage, like, you got to just have blocked her by then, you know, but you kept going. And you even, like, played into what she wanted and started sexting her. I care about you and worry about you, but again, I don't like when you talk about these sorts of things. Cuddling naked, you let me do it, dumb. If you're in a certain mood, please don't come to me with it. Okay, but can I give you, He puts a picture of some kind of jacked girl. I'll take it as yes. Give me what, though? Finish that sentence. Head. He says, sure. She says, damn. He said, you never knew you'd get this far, Lamau. I knew it. But no. Like, he's just like, his entire explanation here is like, you know, there were red flags. Like, I probably should have blocked her. You know, I was trying to be a good guy, but eventually I just gave in. It's like, okay, but that doesn't really make it better. Like, you're just elaborating. This didn't help you. After I came home, I spent time with my parents after the funeral to mourn. I came to her seeking sympathy, hugs, and because I'm a loser. However, she quickly dove into more than just hugs and kisses, and I dismantled that by saying no. Where I gave up. The What Show says his defense of sexting a 16-year-old for months is admitting he was sexting a 16-year-old 16-year-old for months. I mean, it seems that way. He's like, oh, I finally gave in. She was being suggestive, and it's like, okay, but she's 16. Like, that's the point of the point of the problem is like that she's not old enough to understand what she's getting into. You know, if she was 20, this wouldn't have been a problem because she's your age. However, a day afterwards, everything came falling apart. I talked myself into thinking that I could trust this girl and that she was 16 and that was okay. She was legal after all. That's what I told myself. And I trusted her she wouldn't tell anyone, so I let my past self do this. My past self. That's the old me. A complete 180 of what I said yesterday, but today I gave up on everything. And this is where we saw these DMs with them talking about cuddling naked. Later on that hour or so, we discussed stuff that we wanted to do with each other. I will not give details, but I will say that she got what she wanted and she was comfortable during this conversation. She was not uncomfortable during this conversation. The child wasn't uncomfortable. The child wanted it, dude. She may be 16, but like, you know, she liked it. What the bro? I kept telling myself she was legal, and the fact that we could not physically do anything together meant that all of us is okay, which it is not. This is the lowest point of my life. I was completely depressed and I wanted and needed help, but because I had someone in my life who I cared about, I could not help myself but talk to her, since she was the only one in my life that I thought felt the same pain as I did. I later broke down crying and after holding it in after the funeral. That night was the first time I ever talked heavily explicit stuff with someone underage. Great. Second time and last straw for me. Second time was the day afterwards. She came to me talking about her dad and what he did. She, however, was in the mood, but I was not, and she proceeded to send an explicit gif of a girl getting from behind from the guy's perspective. This is us. Is that Roblox? Yeah. Bruh. We later shared some more explicit messages with the "This is us" caption under it. I sent 2 images, which I sadly deleted a couple of days later because I realized how up the situation I'm in, and I was not okay with my behavior, since she later followed up this conversation by asking me for a picture of my penis, which I told her no to. I got pretty upset after that, since she insisted that I should send her a nude photo, even though I clearly stated no. She's just saying what I would do with the pic with a sad emoji. No dick pic. Why? I don't want to. Sad whimpering emoji. Because she was upset, she wanted me to write a long apology, which I did, because I realized that I dug this hole deeper than I ever could have imagined because of my irrational thinking and desperation for a sliver of love. Ever heard of Buried Alive? No, I've not heard of that. Bruh. This is not good. This didn't really help him. I mean, he's basically like, look, you know, I finally gave in. I mean, she's 16, but she wanted it, and, you know, I only did it for a couple days, and it's like, bro, it's already over. You already lost the game. You already lost that game, brother. Okay, when you apologize properly, I won't hate you. How do I apologize properly? Make it long and honest. I'm honest, and I'm sorry about everything that's happened. I feel bad for you and want to be at your side, and I am. Even when I'm at my lowest, I'll always be here for you with wide open arms. I value you more than myself, and I want to do my best to keep you comfortable. I'll be someone you can talk to, vent to, and open up to. I'll listen to everything you say and will keep you company, like how I did yesterday. I just want you to calm down to this moment and just talk to me like how I did before. I'll swim through ice-cold oceans for you, climb mountains for you, and face hell itself for you. He is so down bad, bro. You deserve happiness, all of it, and I'm here to help you achieve that. I love you, Susie. I later talked to her about how I felt, how I tried pushing myself for her and realized I could not continue. I changed my mind about that whole ordeal, and I can't live with myself doing this, and I'm so sorry. Apologize for lying and promise you won't lie again. I wanted to push myself for you, but I just couldn't. I just can't. This guy is super pathetic, bro. Apparently, I said the word retard somewhere, and I promised her to not say it again, but I could not find the message where I did. However, she did not care about how I felt about the situation. What is this? How is that even relevant? You said the word retard? Monkey says, also, I just want to point out that I'm not mentally well, too. The funeral yesterday just broke me, and I want to off myself, so I'm tired of life. I love you, Susie. Again, you're a great girl, but the sort of sexual stuff I cannot do. So I can't talk then? You can talk? Not now because you said no. Then so be it. This topic went on for a few, and of course she pulled the I won't talk card, which at this stage could mean anything. Monkey says, because I'm not comfortable talking about this stuff with you. That's all. Nothing wrong with you. Never has been. You shouldn't say no. You know what happens. Why not? What happens? I don't talk. I want you to talk though. I can't because you said no. I'm 22. So you're underage. So major age gap. So I cannot do it. Yes, you can. I can, but I don't want to. Well, you should if you want to talk. I mean, this is kind of a manipulative, twisted 16-year-old girl, but you're still the adult in the situation. You're still not supposed to talk to her, you know? Like, it's that simple. I don't think she's a great person, but she's 16, so what am I supposed to say? Like, you're the adult talking to her. She then made this about us getting together, implying that all our problems would be fixed, but yet again, I tell her that I will not do it, but she wants me to. I tried to do something that I thought would make you feel better, but you wanted more of it, and I can't do it. I regret it. So hard to say yes. Damn, I'm 22, so yes, it's really hard to say yes because you're 16. Please understand it. Wow, you can't say yes to something that won't even happen. I said yes to shut her up in the end. Nothing came of it other than she getting what she wanted. A couple of days have gone by, and I'm slowly pushing myself away from her in these requests. I realize that she is mentally unstable, and she is not good for me or anyone, since she's very manipulative and will constantly try to talk you into doing stuff with her. Okay, but like, even if she is a manipulative person, she's still 16. Like, you have to just be able to stop yourself from messaging a 16-year-old girl sexually. This is like the yandere dev thing, where it's like, you manipulated me, you destroyed my life. And she's like, I'm 16. You know that one DM, yandere dev Snapchat. It's really funny. Yeah, this one. This one's awesome. You're the one traumatizing me, he says. She says, I'm sorry. He says, this here, this is trauma. This is abuse. This is power imbalance. I'm being emotionally abused by you. She says, I'm 16. He says, you have massive blackmail over me. You're 35. I mean, obviously it's not as extreme of an age gap, but it's still like bad. It's still detestable. You're not supposed to do that, bro. Block button or feed into a 16-year-old's dominatrix fantasy. Which way, TF2 YouTuber? It's just not good, dude. It's not good. Is the rest of this even worth reading? I mean, in the very beginning, he just admitted to it. Do not engage with this person. As you can see, she's starting to talk to Ellie, moving on to other people. She does not get the attention she wants. I mean, yeah, there is like probably a genre of, 16-year-old girl that's manipulative and trying to, quote unquote, trap older men. But like, you knew her age and you still went for it. It doesn't really matter. Like I said, I get the attention I want or bad stuff will happen. Yeah, nobody should be talking to this girl, undoubtedly. But like, you are still a 22-year-old. It's your responsibility to not do that. Hey, Tom, I know it's random, but I was curious if views and AdSense from past videos that accumulate over months and years ever add up to something substantive. They do add up, yeah. I think half the money I make on a lot of the, like, it depends on the channel, but like half the money I make monthly on Turkey Times from old videos. I don't think there's any real explanation here that's going to save this dude at all. After seeing this, I knew this was all just a psyop to get you canceled. Please take care of yourself, monkey. Did he even read it? Did that guy even read the first 5 pages where he's just like, yeah, I knew her age. I justified it because it was above the age of consent in my country. All right, the What Show is in chat. He said this. I read the entire document. It provides a lot of important context and tells your side of the story. However, I still find your actions deeply concerning, and both sides have plenty of proof to corroborate that. While I can't speak for the motives of the other party and can see she engaged in very manipulative practices against you, such as threatening to kill herself, ultimately, you repeatedly engaged in wildly inappropriate behavior with a minor for months. Many of these inappropriate interactions happened before any manipulation even occurred, such as fantasizing about each other and sending each other explicit messages. There is no context where this is justifiable. As an adult, it was your responsibility to disengage and not interact with this behavior. Even after reading your document and hearing your side of the story, I can't help but feel disgusted as the messages I read and that the situation was entirely preventable and the responsibility was on you to shut it down, but you let it perpetuate for months. I genuinely don't want to interact with this, and I hate engaging in public trauma like this, but I find this behavior predatory and it's something I can't stand for, and I hope this type of situation never happens in this space again. I think that's a good conclusion. That's about all there is to it, dude. Like his explanation was like, well, she was manipulative and she like blackmailed me after the fact about how she would expose me. And it's like, okay, well, that is true. But like, she's still 16 and you're still 22. Like, you could have just stopped it from the start, You could have just stopped it right from the start. And you let it happen. Okay. Well, that's all there is to it, I guess. All right, well, we went through that. I mean, it seems like the guy f***ed himself over. What more is there to say? She was manipulating in between algebra classes, but he's still 22. Doesn't really matter. He knew her age from the start, and he went into it regardless. It's over. It's Jover, even. El Riz, no skibidi. Phone him grave shit. All right, chat. We did some document coverage. Love a good document now and then. Bro took the L like a champ. I mean, not really. Not really. He tried to weasel his way out of it by like just proving she's manipulative, which in fairness, like, I don't think anybody should be interacting with that person for sure, but still, I mean, it's not legally wrong, but societally a really huge taboo. If someone did this, their chance to be famous is done, but I guess your life isn't ruined. You missed the combo of I love you like my own daughter to I want to rail you. We read that in her first document. I did read that. She had a lot of that in her document. So yeah, I did get through that. Damn, El Riz, bruh. I think the coverage was crazy to see a TF2 Twitter even remotely defend him. I mean, they must have just not read. The thing is, a lot of people just don't like read stuff. Like, that's the real thing. If you just read the first 10 pages of his document, he just admits to it, He's not a pedophile. I mean, he may not technically be like the technical definition of a pedophile where he's attracted to somebody who's like ages, what is the pedophilia, like 0 to 9, but it's still not good. Like, what am I supposed to say? He was gooning and grooming. Can't do that, bruh. Thanks for the 10, the What Show. All right, well, we read that. Maybe there will be a new response from Monkey in the future, but I mean, he admits that he knew her age right off the bat. So what else is there?